I'm just gonna say I don't see us in the
You
video.
don't. I'm gonna hit the button though.
Because I know Skaman is here.
We're using Theater of the Mind. So imagine
all of the things.
But I'm wearing just a big bunny onesie. That's what I'm actually wearing. Right.
Well, I have changed to our video is up now.
And I took it off. You guys missed it.
You know, I have a unicorn onesie that I could actually
Oh man, I want a unicorn onesie. That sounds amazing.
It's so comfortable.
All right, I'm going to let you all have your stream. I'm going to go away now. Bye.
Bye, Sven.
Bye. Thank you.
Like the horn would be uncomfortable.
So Sven has to get up for work at 3:30.
The horn is uncomfortable.
He's going to go to bed now, and I'm hopefully keep an eye. Streamlabs shut down on me again. That's so weird. But
Skaman has subscribed at tier 1 for 11 months.
Skaman, thank you so much. Big hearts. We have and it's Wandering Shrink. I want to see you out of it a bunsey.
You've wandered in.
Da-da.
I want to see me in a bunny onesie too.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
So you want to admire yourself in a bunny onesie? Like, is like, am I sexy? Do these ears make me look sexy? Like I don't know why my mind had pictured you as Buffalo Bill in a bunny onesie. Would it be a bunsey? Since it's a bunny onesie.
It's a bunsey?
A bunny onesie.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I mostly just think a onesie sounds so comfortable. I wanna like hang out. I want to hang out in pajamas all the time.
Yeah. Well, in my office we had pajama day as sort of a fun thing, and like my office is so cold all the time, and I just put them on for lunch, but I was so warm and cuddly in it. I did not want to take off my unicorn onesies.
I want either one of two sets of pajamas.
Hello, Lauren.
Red onesies where I can unbutton the butt in the back, or the elk jacket pajamas from Better Off Dead.
I actually really enjoy that if I wear a onesie, I have to basically strip naked to go to the bathroom. I think that's like, it reminds me of being like a 2-year-old.
And you just feel comfortable and safe.
I have to take the whole thing off.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, so maybe like for a fundraiser one night, we need to do like D&D in pajamas.
D&D PJ.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jack, you need to run us through Kids on Bikes while we're all in pajamas.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And we all need to bring our own bowl types of cereal to eat.
Yes.
While we're watching. Yes?
Yes.
I could plan a one-shot for that. I could easily do that.
I like this. Okay. So
I like this idea a lot.
Welcome to planning time.
Can I bring a stuffed animal too?
Why? Of course. Dude, I have a puppet behind me that looks like me. Some people, you've seen my puppet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right there. He's just... Oh, gee. Or he might be blocked by my...
No, we can see
I can see it. You can see it. Yeah, he's there.
A little creepy. But yes, stuffed animals, of course, yes.
So, welcome to Clinical Role.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody. So, we are down players again. We have some suffering from pre-PAX pox, some suffering from internet problems, some just getting ready to travel and wanting to spend time with their families.
Yeah, I don't know if that's suffering, really. It's,
I don't know. It's a thing.
Enjoyment of a different sort.
But tonight, we have the Nature Bros.
Woo! Nature boy!
So this is going to be a ridiculous, I think, tonight, but also amazing.
I'm trying to come up with a good alliteration for
Baerden and Baerden.
I got nothing on with the leaf something.
The bickering boys of Barnaby Bay.
if I had a different hat, I could like put the brim up. Then we'd be like the Bowery Boys. But that is a reference that is 3 generations prior to my own. And I am OFH, oldest fella here.
So this is going to be this is the third game in a row where this is a lesson in DMing improv. So I found out this morning, about an hour before I went to work, that we were going to be down a player. I was like, okay. And then about lunchtime, I found out we were down a second player. And then about half hour before going live, down a
half. Yeah.
So we're figuring things out.
We're doing it.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
We are learning the fine skill of resilience, which is one of the great things that not only dice rolls, but role-playing can teach you, is how to deal with things not going as planned.
Yeah.
That is very true.
That's true, actually. It's like one of the big things that we promote a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, and I actually ran a little quick one-shot for a new client earlier today. They were like, "Oh, what is this D&D thing about?" I was like, "I'll run a quick game for you." And we're like into it, and they're like, "Are you just making this? Like, where's this story coming from?" I'm like, "I'm making it up."
I was like, "You notice I don't sit down at all."
Yeah.
So that's kind of where a lot of it comes from.
Adam would say that as a game master, I start to describe things with my hands first, and then fill in the gaps with my mouth. I go like, "You see in front of you an orb.
There's
on a pedestal.
A bear.
And behind it is a bear. There's a bear behind it. And he's hungry. His mouth is open. You can see he's very hungry."
My gosh.
And, you're inside of an invisible box.
I call it's the mime method of improv GMing.
And there's a big wind.
You're pulling sort of a heavy rope.
Oh my gosh. So really quick announcements and things. PAX East is this weekend. So a lot of our friends and cast will be there. I know Dr. Coates going to be there. Dr. B is going to be there. Adam, you're going as well, right?
I will not be there. Adam Davis will be there.
Adam Davis will be there, but he has pre-PAX pox.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but I'm sure he'll be over it by PAX.
Hopefully. Or he is going to be patient zero.
Sure.
Yes. So and Scott-Man's going to be there, I see in the chat. And I will be at GalaxyCon in Richmond this weekend. So if you are there, I'm going to be on a panel talking about the importance of fandoms in mental health and how being a part of a fandom can help us help ourselves and help us find communities of healing and stuff. I'm really excited about that. It'll be a lot of fun. It's a really great smaller convention. I had a great time there last year. I'm looking forward to it again this year. And apparently the person I'm doing the panel with wants to learn D&D, so I might be running a session there. So
awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And also for the greater Geeks Like Us community, we have Brain Noodles. We are coming out with new episodes of that every couple of weeks. It's a lot of fun. It's where me, Dr. Coer, Dr. Sarah Sawyer, and Dr. Kelly Dunlap all talk about the different things that our brain is noodling on. And we have a lot of fun chatting and just getting along with that.
Have you done a brain noodle on noodles yet?
No. Oh, that's what we should do tomorrow.
Yeah. Just like different kinds of noodles.
Describe our favorite noodles.
Yeah. There's lots of noodles that I like, but I don't know the name of.
Yeah. Our favorite noodle stories. That could be a lot of fun.
Favorite stories involving noodles.
And I'm going to go ahead. So I'm going to make this announcement mostly because if I make the announcement publicly, I'm going to actually get this done. We've been talking about different ways to engage more with our community at Geeks Like Us and things that we want to do. So one of the things we are going to do is we are going to set up a special Geeks Like Us Minecraft server. It's going to be Bedrock Edition, so people can play on mobile or on Switch or consoles or computer. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to have like different areas set up. We're probably going to have like no mob zone. So if like you hate getting randomly blown up by creepers and shot by skeletons and stalked by zombies, we'll have an area in there where they just won't exist. And then we'll probably have like a full, I want to make like a little clinical role area too, where maybe we build different parts of some of the things that we've seen in the games. So that will be coming hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I just need to set that up and get all the admin stuff set up. But I'm really excited about that because I've been getting back into playing Minecraft, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome idea.
Other plugs, announces, just is there?
Yep, go for it.
I didn't know if you're
jump in.
Jump in.
It's the improv day.
It is.
Hey.
You just go. You just riff off.
So actually, we were just talking about this earlier. Bodana is just about ready to, with our partnership with Harrisburg University of Science and Technology, we are getting ready to submit our research study final proposal to the review board. It's studying efficacy and of role-playing games specifically with social anxiety. So as soon as we get the approval for how we're going to get people involved in the study, we're hoping that after we perform the first layer of the study, we're actually then going to open it up to hopefully other agents and other providers and other professionals who want to assist in maybe doing some follow-ups in the same vein. We're going to be using kids on bikes for the study. That's kind of what we decided to go with, and that's absolutely wonderfully exciting. We just announced Save Against Fear 10, which will be October 9th through the 11th. I know it's a bit of ways, but we're upgrading a lot of our therapist offerings, continuing to add our trainings, including a practicum this year that we're developing. And in about 2 weeks, I'll be at BFG Con in Frederick, Maryland, along with Timothy Grant and Dr. Brian Quinones. We're going to be doing a total of 6 panels at Big Frederick Gaming Con, all about therapy and gaming. So a lot of stuff in the Bodana world, amongst other things. But I don't want to,
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's great.
A lot of busy.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess on the announcement side, Game to Grow will also be at Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle in March. We actually got an opportunity to do a family gaming space. So we are going to be setting up several tables in the tabletop area where we will have facilitators who will teach you, and if you'd like your family, how to play a specific game. So the facilitator's got a game that they know how to play, and they know the benefits this might have for your family, like Flux or Codenames or any one of the number of games that we use in some of our groups. And we'll sit down and teach you and your family how to play, so that now you've got an extra game under your belt that you can go and pick up or take home or have tried out and decided you hate it. But either way, you get that chance to come in and
that's awesome.
So we were given a little bit of space, and we're sort of this is our trial run. So if you're going to be at Emerald City Comic Con, please come by, because this is our trial run, and we want to reach as many people as we possibly can to see how well it goes.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So like, you're not going to be teaching families how to play diplomacy? And getting
Twilight Imperium 4, right?
We're going to teach them how to play Monopoly, but we're going to say everybody cheat as much as possible.
So play Monopoly.
Yeah.
It's a regular Monopoly.
That's awesome. And as the final announcement, it's not really an announcement, but it's more just like a celebration for someone in our community and who's highly involved with Geeks Like Us and stuff that we do. Wandering Shrink matched with her top internship choice this past week, and so she is going off to finish the last step in her training to become a full psychologist, and is going to be going out to Pacific Northwest and doing amazing things out there. And I have this hunch that Game to Grow is going to snatch her up, but
I mean, maybe it's possible that we're already running groups in Tacoma, and so as the groups expand.
So just huge congratulations, Wandering Stray. That is amazing and just so wonderful. And even though match day was almost a decade ago for me, I still remember the trauma of that day. That was But it is. I'm so excited for her. Like, it's just, she's an amazing person, and wish like everybody happy things, and all the other psychologists out there, or budding psychologists going off to internship. Congratulations, and I hope that you all matched well. So
it's really exciting, really exciting. Plus, we're gonna do like go get dinner together and stuff.
Oh heck yeah, yeah. I miss the Pacific Northwest. I missed it. I lived in Tacoma, and I loved it so much. I lived up in Hilltop area up there, and just getting to wander around like the Museum of Glass and stuff is so pretty. Anyway. Well, let's jump into whatever this is going to be today.
Should we maybe play like an RPG?
Like play some D&D, guys.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Woo!
I think we could do it.
Yeah, we need to. I think we can most definitely.
I think we could do it. We just make it up.
I'm ready.
Let's make it up. Make it up as we go.
Are you just John Travolta from?
Yo, why got messed with my head? That was my first choice for Baron, and I decided to not go with that voice. And
I think it was a good choice.
That's probably a good choice. So, when last we left our heroes, they had gotten onto Enkai's ship, now referring to her as the pirate Ishka. Through sailing out into the bay, they found a privately owned sailing ship, and they attacked and did the pirate thing and took it over. The owner of said ship, a noblewoman named Naren, didn't really seem to understand what happened and just kind of thought she got a ship upgrade. And, you all made your way to the capital city of Jericho, where you're able to sell the ship and divvy up a sizable bounty for everybody on board, as well as supply the ship with some much needed supplies and things. While out exploring the city, Gragnald went and bought a sword companion for Dawn, his sentient magical blade, that he's now is on a quest to try and figure out how to basically awaken this sword and give it sentience as well. We'll see how that goes.
And I guess hope that it gets along well with Dawn.
Hopefully, yeah. Like, hope that somehow this sword gets along with Dawn and that they are a compatible match. From whatstone.com.
Yes, the Tales of the Black Freighter mini comic of our adventure.
And so they all headed back to the ship. While out, Baerden went to one of his usual dives to get some information, and from Annie the bartender received a letter from his brother with a hidden message encoded in it saying that he was needed back home and to come home as soon as he possibly could. And so we come back after you all have done a bit of shopping, and it's going to be about another day until the ship is ready to take off. Enkai has been pulled on board the ship, and she's basically having to do a lot of filing bureaucratic type work, making sure everything's taken care of, there's enough supplies on the ship, getting through some paperwork, having to bribe a few officials to not look too closely at the cargo and some of the crew members aboard the ship. Gragnald's been enlisted to help move some supplies and different cargo on board with his strength to kind of help hold things down. He's spent a bit of time flexing, and one of the crew's like, if you're going to do that, you might as well help lift some things on board. I was just flexing.
Looks to me like you've been hoisted by your own petard. So go hoist some.
So we join Baron. This is going to be so hard for me today. Baron, Baerden, and Emerald are sort of standing on there, and you see Naren walking up with her staff. It's just, elf boy. You seem to be wanting to be smart and understand things. I need your help. We're going shopping. Come with me now. And he's like, no, you're coming with me. And she kind of looks at you too.
I think Baerden is doing his best not to flex. He's just like trying to look really chill, I guess.
Clearly, she is in need of your intellect. So, please, by all means, Emerald, show her not only are you deft with the blade, but also that you're skilled with your mind.
He has a sharp mind.
He does.
I get it.
It's impossible to be sheathed.
Rolla just gives you guys the biggest stink eye. And she's excellent. You will come with me then. Let's go. And Kai's kind of like, I don't think you should. We're going shopping. You are not to have the ship leave without me. Do you understand? It's my ship. Exactly. And she just kind of walks off and is basically like kind of half towing Emerald behind her.
And Kai, weird question. Exactly, is she going to be part of our crew forever?
I don't know.
Because I don't quite know how we would tell her to leave.
I think we would just take off without her.
I was kind of thinking about ransoming her, but after meeting her, I'm not sure her family would pay for her to come back.
Who knows? She maybe could hold a bit more knowledge about places we're going to, things that we're doing.
I mean,
I guess
she does seem to know a little bit about what's going on, so that's useful.
it is hilarious watching her drag Emerald around.
That alone is worth the price of admission, yes.
Yes. I completely agree, and as long as that is entertaining, she can stay on the ship.
You don't think she knows too much? You mentioned it was kind of convenient. That she knows a lot about what we're doing. You don't find that suspect at all?
Well, she's studying the stars and those types of things. It seems she knows at least what's going on or has an idea. I don't know, maybe she knows too much, but I don't know anything of I don't really understand what's going on here.
Well, it's your ship. You're the captain. I trust your judgment.
I don't think she knows I'm the captain. Yeah, and she's standing there. One of the first mate comes up and it's like, Karishka, we've got some documents that need reviewing regarding the last supplies that we took on. And she just kind of closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. It's like, nobody tells you when you become a pirate that there's a lot of paperwork involved.
I'm imagining her with like a clipboard with like stacks of paper, and also like an abacus. And she's having to she's track everything on like an abacus.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's just a mess. And everything is it's just paperwork everywhere.
And you see another one. This time, the Dragonborn Master of Arms is coming up. She kind of looks at you all. She looks at you too. It's like, are you too busy?
I'm Baerden. This is Baerden.
I'm not very strong at all. I'm not even a bear right now.
I dare ask, why do you request if we're busy or not?
I have things that need cleaning.
Cleaning?
Yes.
I'm not much of a swabber.
It doesn't matter. You should come and clean.
Is there anything else that we can do?
We are busy getting
We are?
the supplies.
Many supplies. We leave tomorrow. We have a checklist. Don't we, Baerden?
This one.
Make a deception check.
Crap.
Oh my god.
Wait, who's making this? You make the deception. Not mine.
One of you can make it with advantage since you're kind of helping each other.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a -1 in deception. I am not the man for this job.
I rolled a 19.
Clearly the man for the job.
I don't know how I pulled that off.
She kind of looks like, all right. Well, get to getting the supplies then. She turns around and she kind of there's this one newer recruit that just came on board that she kind of snaps her fingers at. It's like, you, come with me. He jumps up and kind of follows her.
Fast thinking. What actually, as we were walking down, I'm like, What actually did you grab?
No.
Is that a list?
Baerden was wiping his forehead with the list.
It's all blotted and the ink is completely run now. It had something on it.
Oh. Yeah, I guess it's a list or something. I grabbed it off Ishka's desk clipboard.
Let's hope it's not something important. The only thing left on this list that I can make out is pineapples.
Do you think that's the fruit or a person?
If it's a person, I don't know how they learned to spell their name when they were a child. I'm assuming it's the fruit.
Does it have a number on it?
Somewhere in the 40s. I can make out the tens value, but not the ones. So why don't we say
40 people named pineapples? Oh, maybe it's a gang.
What? A gang of pineapples?
The pineapples.
Doesn't really strike fear into the hearts of businessmen.
Oh, I mean, maybe if they're like really scurvy.
I think the pineapples would remove the scurvy.
Exactly.
Dude, does pineapple remove scurvy?
Oh, I don't know, actually. It's citrusy. Kind of burns.
We're not very good pirates. Then again, I didn't realize paperwork came before pillaging. But I guess according to the alphabet, it makes sense. So
the 4 P's of pirating.
Paperwork, pillaging, piracy, and pilfering.
It's written on the chalkboard downstairs in front of the kitchen.
I wouldn't want to forget.
As you two are walking, like you're passing by all of these different. It's the docks at Jericho are incredibly busy. There's a whole section that's set up for the naval area with these really big galleons and other ships, and then you're more in a mercantile areas. There's lots of bolts of cloth and things coming around. It's a very crowded street, so you guys are kind of together, kind of ducking and weaving through everything. It's smelly, it's busy, it's noisy. So,
do we notice any? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, some of these ships are gigantic.
Well, of course, there's a lot larger ships than what we're traveling on. I suspect it's quite small for the air of pirates. It's not even a pirate ship. It was like a knowledge vessel, research vessel or something. I prefer the forest. The city is boring. And the sea makes me sick.
Well, but there's lots of good fish and stuff.
I prefer
Did you try
nuts
any of the
and
fish
berries.
that I caught?
Yes, it's very good, but it's not what I eat that's the problem. It's where I live, and I just don't feel comfortable. Not at sea. It's too rocky.
Oh, you like all the foresty stuff.
I like when I have level, stable ground to stand on. When you've had uncertainty in your life, for as long as I have, stable ground is more of a comfort than you realize.
What? Wait, if you've been uncertain for so long, wouldn't you be used to it?
You'd think that, but no. Never really goes away. The nervousness, the uncertainty, what is tomorrow going to bring?
I think I like the boat because it goes side to side, and sometimes it makes you fall over.
Why would you enjoy that?
Well, it's
Just
much more
curious.
interesting than when you're not falling over.
Sometimes stability is comforting enough.
I think it's overrated.
Fair enough. But aren't you kind of more of a nature man? Wouldn't you?
Sure.
Wouldn't you prefer? I imagine it's kind of a nice walk while we're looking around for stuff. So.
Yep. Yeah, you all are walking. I imagine your feet would sort of start naturally taking you towards more the western area of the city. It's actually you're leaving more of the mercantile districts and heading into more residential areas here. So it's a little the streets are a little quieter, a little bigger. There are some schools and things as well. But there's some nature, and there is actually a western gate that leads out towards, leads eventually to the mountains, but there is some wildlands.
Is there like an address on the form or something that we're headed towards, or like a?
There was not like you had blotched out
we just
pineapples.
Can we make like an observation or notice to try to see if we notice a produce stand?
Oh, sure. So if you wanted to keep out, so we'll just go off. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 14.
14. And how about for you, Adam?
17.
17. Oh, yeah. So before you take off towards the more residential area, you do see that there's one where there's exotic fruits, all kinds from all places. Get your exotic fruits. We've got things all the way from Kull and down into the seas. Exotic and delicious.
Ooh. Man, let's get some fruit.
Well, we're supposed to get fruit. That's what pineapples are. But do you want to maybe surprise Enkai with some more exotic fruits for the transport?
Yeah. We could get like a fire fruit. And
Are you just making up names for fruit?
I thought that's what we were doing.
Pineapple, it's a real fruit.
What?
You've never had it.
What does it taste like?
It's kind of fiery. It has a bit of a tingle, I imagine.
It's not just like a pine cone, but like
stuck.
apple-y?
Wait a minute. Were you envisioning a pine cone jammed into an apple?
No.
That's good, because that's in no way what a pineapple is. Come on, we'll get you a sample of pineapple.
We'll go over to the produce
Yeah,
stand.
and you walk up. This gentleman, human, sort of a darker tan skin, hair, dark black hair, kind of shaved pretty close to the scalp. Very clean. Notably, like the apron he's wearing is incredibly pristine. And interesting, like you do notice, like behind him, he's got a rather large, like kitchen knife, and hanging up next to it is a chainmail glove. And he has all kinds of strange fruits and things that you've never seen before. So, hello, fruits, exotic fruits of all kinds. Here, and he picks up one. And he's like, observe, and he holds up a tankard, and he kind of pushes the fruit on it, and you see the skin actually slide off the sides of it.
Ooh.
And he holds it up and he just reaches back and grabs like a smaller paring knife and carves off a piece and hands a piece out to each of you.
Give it a taste. Is it at all familiar?
How much exotic fruit has Baron had?
Well, I guess it's more of if it's something from like a wooded area, I probably would have had it. But if it's outside of like wooded, mountainous, like if it's anything tropical or near water, nope.
You've never had this before. How about for Baerden?
Baerden's traveled quite a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't imagine he's really taken much stock in the fruits, like learning fruit names.
Yeah.
So like
actually,
he might have eaten it before, but he might not have like learned what it actually is.
Okay. All right. I will say that you have tried this one before, and you recognize it from when you were in Gaul.
This is gall fruit.
It's called mango. And actually, I'm going to say, for kind of an interesting sake with this, each of you roll a D100 for me.
Oh, wow.
Am I going to wind up allergic to mango?
D100. All right. Oh, wow. They do have D100s on here. Hey. And they don't take forever to roll.
Yeah.
42.
40. That is the session number again, and the answer to life and everything.
64 for me.
64. Okay. Yep. Neither of you seem to be allergic to it. You don't feel like your tongue's swelling up or anything. And
this is great.
it dries very well. It is delicious. Great for flavor. Great for in porridge. You do travel. It seems that you travel out into the woods. It doesn't keep very well, mind you. I would suggest drying it or pickling it or something. But fresh, it is a delight, as you are seeing. And tasting.
How well does it do on the sea?
Well, you would have to, again, preserve it. If you wanted, the pit is in here. And he carves a little bit more away. You can see the pit. And he's like, you could try to grow it. Maybe even get a tree yourself.
We could grow it, Baerden. We could become mango farmers.
I don't know how much room on the ship we have for a grove.
We could get one of those big ships and put a whole grove on it next to the swimming pool.
Do you have any of these dried already for transport, or are they all just fresh?
I do. And he pulls out a sack of dried mango.
How much? And do you, we're supposed to pick up an order for a ship that we're on. Do you, unfortunately, he holds up the papers, the winds kind of took a little liquid to it, so we are hoping that you are the person that could provide us with the pineapples that we need.
I sell pineapples. I actually just got in a big order of them, if you'd like.
Do you have an order for someone?
No.
Maybe you're not the right person.
Is that it doesn't look like an order form. It looks like a list of some kind.
I'll be honest.
Have you had my pineapples? And he reaches behind him and puts on the chainmail glove and grabs a carving knife and picks up a pineapple and like starts carving it. And like you can see immediately why he has the chainmail glove, because he's getting very close to his fingertips as he starts to carve off pieces. And he hands you each a slice of pineapple.
But it doesn't look like apple or pines.
Now.
Whoa!
See what I was saying? That bite, that little bit of acidity to it. Pineapples are pretty amazing.
They're wonderful.
These are great. We should get a whole crate of them.
That's kind of the idea. I'm just a little worried now that maybe Enkai has paid for these. Are you the only fruit stand here?
I'm the only exotic fruit stand. There's a few others, but they do not sell the supply of exotic fruits that I have. If you're looking for a crate of pineapples, I could give you one great deal for 35 gold.
Done!
Well, I'll have it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How are your prices compared to other people?
I'm the only one selling the pineapples. My prices are fair.
I thought you said you weren't the only fruit stand. Are you telling me pineapples are exotic?
Yes.
I've never had them.
Can I double check my nature on that?
I'll say, yeah, you could do an insight, and I'll let you do roll both insight and nature.
All right. So hold on. This one would be the nature. It's a 25 for the nature.
Okay.
And insight, you said?
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Nat 20.
Okay, so for the nature, the 25, you have had pineapples before. They're a favorite to grow in hothouses.
Okay.
So they don't grow natively or naturally anywhere around here. You are too far north. It is too cold here. But again, a lot of places do have them in their hothouses. It's sort of like this trendy status symbol, essentially, to have pineapples. But not completely exclusive to the wealthy. Like there's certain taverns and places that will also try to grow them when they can.
What other dried varieties of fruit do you have?
Oh, I've many. This one is my absolute favorite. And
I have an idea, Baerden.
Oh.
He pulls out a large jar of and you see just these little teeny tiny pink triangles inside.
D4 fruit.
Whatever you do, don't step on it.
D4 or Lego, which hurts more?
Ooh, that is the Pepsi challenge from hell. Right there. Or from heck. Yeah, I'll try.
All right. It is incredibly sweet and very, very good.
It must be a juicy fruit.
fine.
This is dried.
It's gonna lose you.
Why am I forgetting what they're called? Not papaya. Is it a papaya? Yeah, papaya. Ugh.
No, okay.
So very sweet, yeah, dried and like. So if you're going to see and adding these to porridge, it's going to make everyone feel much, much better.
Baerden, do we have? Baerden, do we?
Why are you talking to yourself?
I'm just talking to myself. I'm just talking to myself over here. Baerden, do we even have porridge?
We may start if we can throw these into it.
Oh.
Here's my thought. Why don't we pay for an array of dried fruits? If we paid a little extra, could we have these delivered to the ship whose name we give you?
Most certainly.
I think let's get this sent back to the ship with some extras. Because I'm telling you one thing. I need a touch of that sweet, sweet forest before we go back on that damn sickness-inducing ship. So I want to pay, basically, to get a little extra relaxed time, if you think that would be a good idea.
That sounds like a great idea. Sir, you have yourself a deal. We'll take one ray of fruit.
He's like, give me 50 gold. I'll get you the crate of pineapples that you asked for. And he actually pulls up like a fairly large ceramic jar. Some dried fruit in here. And another one of here.
Sounds like a deal.
And it's actually a pretty fair price for you. And you make the arrangements to get it delivered to the ship. And now the day is yours.
I think Baerden also would want to either take off the top or maybe hope to get like a couple of samples, like a handful of samples of fruits to like keep in his for snack.
After, yeah, if you want, he holds up like he's got like these little like small like basically waxed bags filled with dried fruit,
like a trail mix bag.
A trail mix bag essentially. He's like,
nice.
5 silver. These are yours.
Done. I buy 2 of them.
Same here.
Yeah. So he hands you each, and so you have some good trail mix. And I'll say, like, it actually has something more exotic, like macadamia nuts and things in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a really good trail mix. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your service and your wonderful stock.
Anytime you have fruit needs, you know where to come.
Very good, very good.
And he starts slicing up more bits of pineapple and starts handing them out and trying to get more people to stop by and buy things.
I like that fruity guy.
Can we please go smell some dried leaves?
All right. Dried leaves it is.
Thank you. As we're walking, I don't mind the sea, Baerden, really, but come on, you're a man of nature. You have connection to wolf spirit and all these animal spirits. Tell me you don't feel that draw, that pull, that longing to go back to the forest. I don't see how I can stay out of it.
Baerden's sort of looking up at the buildings all around him, and he goes, "Well, I'll admit the city's maybe not my favorite place to be, but it's all nature, Baerden."
No. These buildings are like a tight collar around your neck.
No, not
you
this.
so you can't breathe.
I mean the sea. It's the same way. You're off on an adventure. You're off in a place. The sea's nature just like the forest is.
No, the sea's level is a line that you can never get to. It's just so far ahead.
No.
You know?
Your problem is that you see it from the perspective of someone up above. Just like the forest. The forest feels comfortable when you're down inside of it. But if you take flight and go above it, it looks different. The sea's the same way. It's like pineapples.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's a wet sky. I don't know. I like being able to reach my hand down and just grab a fistful of earth, you know? Rub it, feel its grit. That's real.
But all that's
life.
down there too.
There's no grit in that water.
Oh, there is though. You just have to go deep enough.
No, I'm good. I'll just have to take your word for it. You're much more continental than I am.
It's too bad you can't dive down with me. Baron, you see the world down there. It's amazing. It's like a little forest.
Wait a minute. Dive?
Sure.
How do you go? How do you go deep down without swallowing all that water?
Well,
I'm being completely honest. I've never really had much experience with water.
Oh.
I mean, lakes, obviously, rivers, but...
Well, it's easy. Just as you get underwater, you actually just pull in a whole bunch of water into your gills, and then as your fins are flapping, then you
literally Baron stops
along.
and Baron stops and just he's just like
pour water into my what?
Your gills. They're sort of
I
on
do
the side,
not.
and they're
I do not have a particular set of gills.
my apologies to everyone. I could not help myself.
As you two are walking, you've come to have you ever been in Boston on Commonwealth? There's like a greenway in the middle. So it's this middle,
like a mall.
Sort of. Well, so it's a wide street, and one of the things in Boston was originally the parks in the city were set up so that you could actually always be walking in nature through the entire city.
Nice.
So there's this area that you're walking through with tree. It's actually really beautiful. It's shaded and it's trees. They're sculpted and things. But I'll say, Baerden, with your passive perception being as freaking high as it is, you're the first to note, you notice that there's two figures following you as you two are walking down the street.
Oh man. I'm trying to figure out if Baerden would largely ignore them, or if he would instantly turn around and confront them. Both of those seem equally as likely.
Turn around and go, "Hi, you enjoying the nature too?"
Yeah, right, exactly.
You guys
I think we keep walking, but Baerden's takes a mental note of these people kind of following along, but doesn't want to give up the conversation.
Okay.
So I don't have gills.
In your gills.
Right. I don't have those. So is there a way that I would be able to be underwater without dying?
In that case,
I wouldn't be
you
able
just,
to do
as you're right at the surface of the water, pull a lot of air in through your blowhole, and then go down. As you go down deep, you just really hold it in.
Okay, so 2 out of 3.
Down there an hour.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. No. So another option, because I don't know if I can hold my breath for that long. Is that a magic or spell, or can I hold your hand and breathe underwater? I don't know how this works.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I guess you can't turn into any animals, huh?
Not the last time it's been a while, but no, can't turn into animals as far as I can tell. I'm great with a bow, great at tracking, but no.
Well, I guess that's tough to do. I mean, I suppose I could, get a water breathing spell. I don't know if that would work.
By the title of the spell, it would seem to. Does it only last for a certain amount of time?
Well, yeah, and it makes you breathe underwater. Wait, that would be perfect for you. Yeah, then you could breathe underwater.
Sure. So maybe we'll stop with the potions. on our way
Well,
back to the ship, or if someone has that spell, I don't know.
I can just pray to the wolf god and get it.
Really?
Sure.
Nice. Why would a
Pretty
wolf?
sure I can get water breathing, right?
Yeah, it's a druid spell.
I'm like, why would a wolf need to breathe underwater?
Oh, well, the wolf spirit's not really... I mean, yeah, it's a wolf spirit, but it's also about nature. That's where all this is from. All the trees, all the...
Dog paddle.
Sure. I mean, you can go really fast with a dog paddle.
But underneath, though, it's the breathing no gills thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't work well for wolves.
Yeah,
That's why they need that spell.
Sometimes your logic corrects me. Okay.
Baron's kind of like, as he's walking around, he's scattering some of his trail mix that's more naturey, like just, give a little treat to some squirrels or chipmunks.
And as he's doing that, Baerden, you do notice one of the figures behind you bends to pick up some of the trail mix and is eating it.
Great. I'm feeding my killer. This is great.
Baerden goes, it's all... See, that's the thing, Baron. It's all nature. I mean, except for the buildings and stuff. Yeah, some of that stuff's all... I don't know, imposing? I agree. It can feel a little choking sometimes.
Imposing is a very kind way to describe it. I understand people, civilizations, they need places to live and, places to house their families and, but sometimes it just seems that there's never enough for the cities, you know what I mean? They just keep taking more beauty away.
The problem is, even in places like this nice little patch here, it doesn't really feel like it was made along with the forest. None of this is... It's nice, and I feel connected a little bit.
It still can be of the forest, though, young one.
Baeridin's gonna leap.
Do I hear that, or is just he hear that?
Yeah, you hear it from behind you.
I literally, my hand goes to my sword.
Ah!
You turn around, and what you see is two female-ish looking figures standing behind you. They seem incredibly strange, though. Their eyes are completely black.
Oh God, the black-eyed children! I'm out of here. I'm so out of
They
here.
have skin that it seems to be more bark-like, and they don't seem to be wearing clothing, but again, they don't have a body per se. Like it's shaped humanoid, but it doesn't look like a human body.
At least my grip.
You can see that their hair is more vines and leaves coming down. And sort of the ears look a little elfish, but not quite. They're very like they're smaller than what would be expected for a human. They're probably about 4 feet tall, but they're also like incredibly teeny. Not like shoulders are like this wide.
Oh, like super, super slight or thin.
Slight and thin. Their fingers look more stick-like than hand-like.
Could I identify? I mean, being nature attuned and stuff.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for seeing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Right.
You recognize. You've seen them before, I'd assume.
How long have you been behind us?
Quite some time. It's not often we see two who are so connected with the earth within the bounds of our city. It's refreshing.
Baeridin's gonna just nudge. Baeridin. I mean us.
Yes, I know. Hello, I am Baron Valdusi.
It's wonderful to meet you, Baron.
Now I jab.
I'm Baeridin Moonfang.
Pleasure to meet you. You mentioned a wolf god.
Oh yeah. I'm sort of his I don't know, representative? Diplomat? I don't know what the word is.
Spokesperson, head.
Oh yeah.
Hunter the chief.
Mascot.
What?
Is he my mascot? We're co-mascots.
You are a strange little creature.
Yeah, I get that sometimes.
Is everything okay?
Oh, where we are, it is fine, but we've heard tell that one of our sisters is perhaps in trouble and in need of help in the forest. If perhaps you might be able to go and help.
Sure.
I have nothing
Which
else
way?
to do, yeah.
Very good. We don't like traveling far from our area. The trees here grow strong, but they need our constant touch. I don't know exactly what it is that's threatening her, but she's been passing along that she needs help. And she holds out an acorn. And as soon as you take it, like you feel it kind of pulling you in a certain direction. Oh, don't eat that. It might tear through your stomach as it guides you to the tree.
Whoa.
It wants to follow.
That's a
It
strong
wants us to
acorn.
follow it here.
I don't know. I mean, the spell's not. It's not that strong, but it might. So
It wants to go over there.
yes, I know she's out in the forest just beyond the city gates. Please, if you could go and see what's going on.
Baron hands some twine to Baerden.
Tie a little bit of a string around the acorn and it'll act better as a guide.
And now it's, and you can see it's like kind of lightly kind of pulling and pointing.
It's like a dog on a leash.
That's exactly how it is to me.
Oh god.
He's got some empty bags at his side.
And because we haven't done this in quite some time, what's Hobbs doing?
Oh,
That's a good question. Hobbs definitely would have come along with.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine. Well, we can roll a die to see what he's doing, but I'm imagining that that Hobbs has been mostly, especially in the foresty area, has been sort of hopping from tree to tree.
Oh yeah.
I'll bet Hobbs would not actually be all that comfortable in cities either. Like a lot of stuff to see, but like ultimately, it's not a really comfortable place.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
13.
13. Yeah, Hobbs has been kind of running away from everybody. Like he's staying close to you. But yeah, he's been running around and just kind of trying to not be noticed most of the time.
Baron would like to expend one of my spell slots to invoke, or I guess whatever it's called, primeval awareness. So for about 2 minutes, I can sense whether there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within a mile. Actually, be up to 6 miles.
Oh,
doesn't tell me where they're at, but within 6 miles, I can tell if something is odd.
Well, you get a very, very strong fae feeling right away from the two creatures standing in front of you. There are some other pings of fae. You do get to definitely undead.
In the direction the acorn's pointing?
Well, it doesn't tell you. Primeval awareness doesn't tell you the direction. It just tells you, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so you do get a strong undead. Some slight fiendish, but I think not enough that you think there's actually a fiend in the area. Those who are tiefling with fiend bloodline could be enough to set that off a little bit.
I think I'm going to just pay attention to if, as we're approaching where the acorn is leading us, if that sense of undead feels stronger as we get closer. I mean, again, as much as 2 minutes worth will kind of give me, but
yeah. So as you two are walking out of the city, it's probably still about a 10-minute walk to get to the gates. But that feeling of undead, it's definitely pretty strong within the city of where you are.
Be on your toes, Baerden. I'm getting a... I literally like. I think I'm going to hug Emerald when I see him. I gotta go. Stay alert, Baerden.
Oh,
There's some. I sense the presence of undead, but I can't be sure of where. Just stay alert. The word means more alerts.
we probably should have gotten the name of that dryad. We look really silly just walking into the forest and being like, "Hey, dryad! Hey!"
What's up?
What's up? All right.
All right. So as you two walk out of the city, it's actually, Baron, this is probably you've been to the city a few times in your travels.
Right.
You like the outskirts of town where you first really encountered this group, but this is your favorite gate because of just how it's designed. It's this very distinct line of where the city starts, or where the city ends and nature starts from your perspective.
Okay.
Siri's trying to talk to me under my desk. And it is just very nice. Like you step out, there's definitely still a lot of signs that people are around. There's benches and some pathways, a little bit of trash and stuff, but for the most part, like it is just wild land as soon as you step out here, and like you can just feel the tension leaving your body as you step there.
Yeah, as I said, that is literally the deepest breath that Baron has taken in like the last 2 weeks. Just that's the stuff. it's like President Scrooge drinking the Perrier in Spaceballs. Sorry.
Yes.
There's our Mel Brooks reference for the night. But the acorn continues to pull you deeper into this forest. Not so far that like you can't see the taller buildings of the city. But you do come into an area, and Baron, for you start kind of feeling that almost strong sacred feeling that you do when you're close to a sacred grove for Sylvanas. Oh, and I actually might have a good image for all of this. Yeah. And so I'm gonna change up I like this picture. Made with Flowscape. Get it? It's awesome. Not a sponsor.
No, I was just gonna say.
But a really freaking cool program, and you can make beautiful artwork like this in minutes. So.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm totally just, however you want to say it, emotionally or whatever, I'm just basking in that, like, you know, that's like putting fresh butter on a hot roll. Like, it's just, yeah.
Just drinking it all in.
Yes.
And I think even Baerden is like his smile gets a little bigger and his shoulders relax a little bit more. And he's like, I have to admit, Baron, it is pretty nice to be back in the forest.
It definitely reinvigorates you, you know? I don't know, I feel kind of invincible.
As you two approach this large oak tree, you kind of come forward, and like the acorn is definitely like pulling you right towards this one tree.
Okay, we'll get to the spot that you want to get to. It's okay, you'll have a chance to play with all your friends. We have to get into the off-leash area.
The off-leash area.
I know what we're doing.
Wow.
As soon as you two get to the tree, the acorn kind of touches the side of the tree, and like these eyes open up in the tree. Right. And another dryad steps out.
Well,
My sisters got my call then and sent you to help me.
yeah, they gave us an acorn and everything. Wait, is your name Dryad? No, wait, we didn't get a name. What's your name?
I suppose you can call me Lenin.
Lenin. Baron, is that who we were looking for?
I believe we have found who we needed to find.
Okay.
So what can we help you with, maiden?
My tree has a sister, and there's something that's threatening her. And I am not able to pass to her right now, and it's weakening me. I can't go myself, but I can send someone else in my stead. Would you two be willing to go and to defend my other tree?
I don't mind, just what sort of magic or enemy is preventing you, but you can still send someone else?
I have the ability to connect different planes, and I can do that. I usually can travel between my two trees, but something is stopping me. It's still there. I can sense it, but it's like the door is locked somehow.
How far away is the sister tree?
It's I don't exactly know how to explain it to you.
Use bits of wood. How many bits of wood?
Yes. So she picks up a couple of sticks off the ground. This one is the one where we are.
Okay.
And this one is my other tree.
Oh, we're like right next to each other.
But the space between steps into another plane of existence.
So it's an underground tree.
Not quite.
Well, it doesn't sound far at all.
It's really not. You go, and as soon as I can feel the connection back with my tree, I'll bring you right back.
Sounds good to me.
I will offer a short prayer to Sylvanas.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, just kind of like whatever the Rangers version of. Is this on the level, Sylvanas? Like, does that feel good?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
I'm imagining it's a little like, oh dear Lord.
19.
19. No, you got a very good set. Like, dryads are typically on the up and up.
Yeah, didn't know if whatever magic was interfering, like, because you seem kind of drained and weakened, and I wanted to make sure that there was no malfeasance.
You're not seeing like that she's poisoned. She does seem like weakened in a way, right. But not. I put this. It's not like she's dying necessarily. It's sort of like somebody who maybe has a vitamin deficiency.
Okay.
By as soon as you're prepared, Baerden. It's a good move. We can help.
Actually, take 3 arrows out of my quiver and put them into my bow hand.
Let's go.
All right. Be safe. And she places a hand on each of your shoulders, and you feel this sort of strange, like, pull within you. Each of you make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yay. Oh, that's actually not that bad.
I'm not terrible.
Wow. Dirty 20.
Nice.
14.
14.
Clinical roll loves, what is it? The roll 20 definitely loves me tonight.
So you both are able to fight off the nausea that comes with this. But as you kind of feel like your feet plant again, and you two are standing in this grove, and you are now in a place that you have never seen before. It is incredible. You see this sort of ever expansive, completely clear sky. It's bright, but there's no sun necessarily. That's not the one I wanted. Sorry. I want this one. Sorry about that. Gotta change up the music a bit. It's the greens of the grass are emerald, vibrant, and just beautiful. You see that there's lots of different trees around. They're swaying. You see a couple of pools as well. This crystal clear blue water. It is an incredibly beautiful landscape. Each of you make a perception check for me.
I rolled a natural 1.
Ooh. Dirty 20 again.
Nice. All right. So, Baerden, you're just kind of distracted. Like, whoa, where's the sun? Where's the clouds? What's going on? This place is neat. Baron, the thing you notice is looking up, you do see that there's some flowers around, and you see what you think at first are butterflies flitting from flower to flower, but you look and it's not an insect body, it's a little humanoid body that you see. And as you look around, you see several dragonfly wings spinning around, but again, not dragonflies. You see small little humanoids with dragonfly wings flying past.
Kind of go to lean down or to get a little bit closer.
I've heard that there is a spirit of nature in trouble. Would you know of what I speak?
And one of the little fairies kind of looks up. Oh, hello.
Hello.
What languages does Baron speak, by the way?
Baron speaks Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Halfling, and Undercommon.
Okay. So this is replied to you in Elvish.
Okay.
Hello? You're not from here?
No, we were enlisted to help a sister tree who is in trouble. I'm a man of Sylvanas. I am Baron.
Baron. A Baron. Okay.
No. Name, not title.
There's a title?
No, just person.
Oh.
Ranger would be my title. Ranger Baron.
Ranger Baron. And this little fairy kind of flies up and does this little spinning circle kind of in the air as it flitters around. It's a Ranger Baron, and it kind of dances on your shoulder then. And at this point, Baerden, you've noticed the fairies as well.
Wow. They're like little people.
You're going to help our dryad friend? She's been missing.
Do you know what direction she was from, or went, or was taken?
And you are standing by a large tree that looks like the sister of the one you saw on the prime material.
Okay. Does it look in any way unhealthy or damaged or anything?
Make a nature check.
Oh boy. This is a 10.
Hard to say. It's it doesn't look like it's diseased or anything, but there's something a little off feeling about it.
How are you with trees, Baerden?
I'm literally touching the tree, feeling it, trying to sense something I'm not getting.
Baerden wasn't paying attention at all. I was trying to poke one of the fairies. I'm pretty good with trees.
And actually, what you see at this point is Hobbs is kind of sitting on the ground, just wide-eyed, and there's a butterfly fairy on top of each side, basically almost like Hobbs has two barrettes on. They're just kind of looking up at you.
That's awesome.
I'll go over and check out the tree too.
All right.
Nature, right?
Yep.
25.
Nice.
25. So it's not that it's how do I put this? It does feel off in some way. It's really hard to put your finger on exactly, but it's like something is trying to put this. Something's trying to tap into the power of this tree.
Baerden comes up and he like hugs it, and then he puts his ear up to it, and then he kind of knocks on it, and then he leans really close and he like sniffs it, and then he licks it, and he goes, "Yeah, there's something wrong with this tree. It's got like a leech, not like a vine, like something's pulling on it."
Okay.
And at that point, you see like one of the pools of water starts to kind of, there's like this little whirling, small bit of whirlpool in it. And like this figure kind of almost like made of water comes up. It's like, are you here to help?
Yes.
Depends. Who are you?
I'm Sliffa.
And your purpose here?
I guard the wall. This is my home. Does one need a purpose in their home?
What is your purpose in the wild? Yes, you live here, but do you live in partnership or do you live in opposition?
I am of the water. I exist for the water. I travel with the water everywhere.
Yes, but water can cleanse and heal, or water can crash and destroy. Of what type of wave are you?
Presently, I'm a quiet pool.
Well, you're not that quiet.
Well said, friend. Well said.
Yeah, we're looking for the person who lives here. Your neighbor, I guess?
I have not seen her in some time. That's why I was asking if you're here to help her. You're investigating her tree.
Yeah.
Something has come into this place. It's not of our realm, of another darker place. It's trying to encroach upon our realm here, and I think through the tree.
Other than us.
Not. Yes, forgive
Definitely
you.
not us.
You two are not powerful enough to do whatever it has been done to that tree.
Whew. Thank God.
Yeah, but we're definitely powerful enough to do something about it. Where did this interloper go to? Are they nearby?
They cloud themselves in a shadow that I cannot penetrate. I don't know exactly where they are.
So we need to find a shadow.
One of the little fairies kind of floats around and like sits on her head and is, oh, I think I saw it.
Oh, good.
What direction?
Which way did it go?
Yeah. Can you lead us?
What did it look like?
Shadow.
Okay. It's a good start.
What? Duskward, of course. Shadows go duskward.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm sorry, shadows go what?
Duskward.
I literally, Baron looks over to Baron. He's like,
I don't follow at all.
Oh, you just have to head towards the dusk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Fairy.
Go ahead and lead the way.
I don't have much bearing here. Which way is dusk?
And as you're looking up and around, you see that towards, there's no, like, for sake of ease, we'll say towards, like, what you might consider the south. You see the sky seems to be darkening. As you look towards the east, it seems to be saying sort of this consistent brightness. Or sorry, towards the north, it's saying like it gets a little bit brighter and brighter. It's sort of like late afternoonish light where you are. You don't really see any difference going east or west necessarily.
I guess that way. Seems more dusky over there. Is there a trail or anything? Is there any impact on the ground life or wildlife?
Make a survival check.
Oh man, these are like all my best skills. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Not like a very. It doesn't look like anything at first, but as like you start looking, the grass itself starts to part in this strange way where you can see what once was footprints. And it's just like, yeah, as you're looking at the kind of looking around, it is strange. Like they weren't there. And then suddenly the grass starts to part and leaves this trail leading off towards the dusk.
Well, I think we've got our direction. Baron, you ready to go?
Absolutely. Lead the way.
And so as you two are traveling, again, it's unnerving. The fact that like the light doesn't change. You see like lots of different creatures through here. The fairies are kind of all over the place at times, and different types of wings you see. You see like at some point, like there's a small little collection of smallish creatures that you can see they have little horns, and they kind of look at you and kind of scatter off. And you do see like you catch a glimpse of hooves for their legs and feet. Moving on, one of the little fairies is kind of staying with you and it's like, watch out for the plants over there. They don't like to be stepped on.
Oh.
I would imagine no plants like to be stepped on.
Some don't mind as much, but yeah.
Now, is this the fairy from before, like the first one that we met, or is this a different one?
Hard to say. They kind of flittered around a lot, and like it's not that like they all look alike, but like they don't stay still all that long. Like sometimes this one's kind of you are getting a better look. It's got like monarch butterfly type wings, and it is just kind of staring and it's like looking around.
So you're going to help?
Maybe. I mean, this is more interesting,
right?
Yeah, this is interesting right now.
Very good, very good. And
there's something about this place, Baron. You know, I don't think this is the same forest we were in before.
I'm pretty certain it's not, Baerden. But it's a good place to. It's a good place to help.
Something about this place really feels familiar to me.
I think we're saving something a lot more important than I think what we originally realized. So you've been here before, or you think you have been?
I don't know. It feels, well, homey. Like I understand it better than maybe I thought I would.
I think this place is a bit more real than our other real, if that makes sense.
Baerden is like poking a tree that I'm imagining is like reacting to what he's doing.
Yeah. As you get to the tree and like it kind of shifts around a little bit, and like there's a dryad in that tree that kind of pops out. It's like it's not nice to touch without permission.
Baerden sort of waves and goes, sorry. And he goes, yeah, like a little more real than normal. Hey, did you see a big shadow go this way?
Yes, there's something trying to siphon our magic, siphon the strongest of us. You're on the grass is showing you the way, it seems.
Okay, just making sure we're on the right path.
You're doing well.
Thanks. Good growing to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would say just trying to increase Because I think we can both move pretty quickly.
Yeah, you're moving at a good clip. And again, it's sort of just odd because nothing is changing all that quickly. Like the scenery is going by and you're moving around. And you're able to eventually, though, you start to notice that the light is starting to get darker. And at this point, the little fairy's like, I don't like this. I'm going to go now. I don't like the dusk.
I actually take my regular arrows that I had, I put them back in, and I pull out 3 of my specials.
All right. And go ahead.
Baerden's going to take a little small piece of dried fruit and offer it to the fairy.
It takes it and is super excited to eat it. This is amazing.
It's great. We got it from an exotic guy. He was really fruity.
Fruity.
Yeah.
I really like this. That's amazing.
Let's make it dangerous. You're willing to stay if you would like.
Oh, I don't want to stay. I don't like the dusk.
Well, then be safe.
Be safe.
Bye. And it kind of flies up and then flies back and it just takes off. And it so Baron, go ahead and just make a wisdom check for me.
Okay. 12.
12. You're feeling like a close. It's been a very kind of pleasant, stable temperature the whole time you've been here, and there's a bit of a cold breeze that touches your face.
Feel that, buddy? That's the feeling of not okay.
Just feels wrong here.
Well, let's make it right. That's what we're here for, right?
Baerden has got kind of one hand on the hilt of the sword.
My bow is torqued and ready. An arrow has already been notched.
All right. So give me a quick moment. So if either of you need to use the bathroom right now, this would be a good time because I'm going to I'm using D&D Beyond, not a sponsor, to quickly do an encounter build.
I don't need to use the bathroom. I do need to fill up my water.
Go fill up your water bottle. Do that.
Yeah, I'm going to go get some snacks and call to nature. I'm going to make a successful nature check.
Yes. So do that. Let's manage the encounter. We have 2 players who are level 9.
Woo!
All right.
Puppy. Did you get the little squeaker? Oh my lord, that is adorable.
We're hearing Jack talk to his puppy. All right.
Eating the mustard honey combos, not adorable.
All right, there we go. So Fang, so I'm using the encounter builder on D&D Beyond, which is very helpful for keeping track of your baddies.
So,
I'm going to run 2 baddies I've never run before, so this will be fun.
put some fox in the hen house. So we stole a chicken that he had eaten.
All right, let's see here. D&D Beyond's amazing. Again, not a sponsor. Go ahead and use it. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Huh. Oh, thank you, Lauren. That's so awesome. I don't know if my players can hear me or not, but yeah, so in case you couldn't figure out, we are in the Feywild, and this is going to be a little bit of fun. Excellent. I don't know what sounds we're hearing, but we're hearing strange sounds from some of our people. So welcome to everybody. I saw got a couple of subs, and so thank you for supporting us. This is awesome. We have some really big plans coming up for 2020 for Geeks Like Us, so excited, and it's going to be really cool, the stuff that I hope we get to do.
Oh my gosh. Lauren, I heard there's some big announcement going on tomorrow.
We're trying to make guesses.
Is the announcement that everybody at D&D Beyond now has magic powers, and you get to show us all your special magic powers?
I hope it is. If it is, I want to work at D&D Beyond.
We missed the cutoff. They distributed all the magic powers to all the current D&D Beyond employees. You start working, and then you're like the one muggle.
My magic powers, I could summon snacks. That is amazing. Actually, so what would your magic power be, Adam? Like if you could have a magic power like that, summoning snacks or something.
I think it would be I can make music, but it's just the like walking in the room music. It's just like whatever your theme song is that you like walk into the room with. But it does change according to your mood.
Oh,
so it's a little
cool.
bit of an announcement of
like how you're feeling and stuff.
Yeah, how you're feeling. Yeah.
Epic entrance music. Bum bum bum.
Whoa. Very sinister.
I'm reading up on the things that are here.
Oh, in this realm that we're in? Yeah. They're asking, Gemhammer's asking if you're going to PAX, Megan.
I am not. I was trying to cut back a little bit on my cons, and I think I've ended up doing more. Because I've got I'm going to be at GaryCon. I'm going to be at GalaxyCon. I want to be at Gamehole Con, Save Against Fear, PAX Unplugged. I don't think I'm going to Gen Con, but
it's too many.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Is it just me? Are there more cons than there used to be? It feels like there's like a lot more gaming conventions and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, there most definitely are. And like, I want to get out to Seattle at some point. But like, I don't know what's going to go on. I'm kind of feeling like a little flat-footed for GaryCon because I haven't signed up for any games. I'm just kind of going to show up and hang out with people and hopefully get to play some games. I don't know.
That's basically my approach to most cons. I'm just going to show up. I can't be bothered to plan ahead for this experience.
Well, I think one of my I get to play just 2 games at Gamehole Con where we just like he comes back with meat and pickles.
Yeah, what is that, Jack? I see pickles.
I like a sausage.
Is that like a sausage link?
He doesn't have his headphones on. What?
What is that?
We have pickles.
It is what we affectionately refer to, and I think that is Wandering Shrink, because she is fairly local to us, I believe, or to me. This is what we affectionately refer to in Berks County as a Dutch platter. It's something that typically is at VFWs and bowling alleys, and in this variety, it includes the following. It includes pickles, plus some pickles.
Not a sponsor.
It is not a sponsor. It includes ring bologna, which is a local. This hippie's ring bologna.
I've had it before.
This week on this episode of Jack's Colon, And then also comes through Lebanon bologna and Clearfield American cheese.
I like that it has two kinds of bologna.
Yes.
Like one kind of bologna was not.
It just was not enough.
Sufficient.
I don't know how many people besides Adam and Wandering Shrink even know what the heck I mean when I say Lebanon bologna, because I only asked for it when I was in college in Philly, and literally the guy said Lebanon bologna, and I was like, no, you're like way across the other side of the world from Lebanon County. Never mind. Forget about it now.
All right. So, anywho, coming back into this, as you two are traveling through this land, you start to get these tingling feelings up and down your spine, as though you're being watched. Actually, let's see here. And you do see over in some of the grass. So this is given way a little bit from grass and trees into more of a briar. And you're seeing more like bushes and things. And you do see a bush kind of off 20, 25 feet start to kind of shake a little bit.
Hey, Baron.
Yes, Baerden.
How do we fight a shadow thing?
With light.
All right, that makes sense.
First, we have to locate it.
So the bush,
Mm-hmm.
can I try to sense or whatever the plant version of empathy would be to kind of see
What's the bush's emotional state?
well, don't make it weird. Too late.
I want to know. I want to know if this bush is lying to me.
Make a perception check.
I don't know. He's being kind of prickly towards you.
It's a little prickly.
Oh, geez. What was that again? What
Perception.
That thing that I probably didn't make. 6.
6. Seems to be a bush. Not really sure what's going on with it. But at this point, you hear this loud, piercing. Both of you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, no.
Uh, 22.
All right.
7.
Okay. Baron,
Do I need a new pair of shorts?
Yes, you are frightened.
Okay.
And as that fright comes from the other side of the pathway, you see this elvish-looking man come out. He's got this reddish hair that's very wild-looking, at the ears coming up. His skin is green, and he just kind of has this strange, leering half smile that just creeps the heck out of you, showing way too many teeth. And well, someone's come to play. Please roll for initiative.
2. 3.
Oh, gosh.
17. Does my state impact my initiative at all?
No.
Okay. 17.
Okay. So... Dude, alrighty. So, as you two are standing there, we are going to have to theater of mind this because I figured out what we were doing 20 minutes ago for this.
Woo!
Yes. Let's get a little bit of more battle savvy type music here.
For a minute, you said theater of the mind, and I went, oh, mind's eye theater. Hold on. So I have to resolve you. Old vampire rules.
So as you two are standing there, you see from the bush there, it shudders for a moment, and then this very large hound with these strange long ears, gray, kind of pushed in face, comes rushing out towards you. Yeah, and it is going to make a bite attack against Baerden. Oh, which is probably going to miss with a 12.
Yes, AC 15.
All right, so it comes out as snarls and kind of bites at you, and it's like, it's this is a dog, but it is size large, so it's almost like horse sized as it comes. It's
okay.
That is its turn though, and Baron, now it is your turn.
Okay, I'm actually going to cast Ensnaring Strike on what I'm going to fire him. So I'm going to pretty much combine the Ensnaring Strike with my Radiance Arrow.
Okay, who are you firing at that? The hound or the elf?
Firing at the elf.
Okay, so you are. Hold on, I have to.
Yeah, because I was screen. Nope. You said I'm frightened?
Yes, you're frightened. I'm just trying to see. I think you will have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay.
You're gonna have disadvantage on your attack roll because the creature you're frightened of is literally standing, is right here.
Okay. Okay, that's actually not terribly bad. If my worst roll is an 11, a 1. 11, that would be a 21.
21 will hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
26. With ensnaring, I need to make a dex save, correct?
Yes. According to the ensnaring, effect would be 3d6.
Oh. All right, so it's going to be 12, so I think that's a failure.
Okay, so 100, saying effect 3d6. What is that saying? 3d6. What am I missing here? Sorry, it's the large creature. So demon creatures. Okay. So, and then the arrow that I'm using also has a bonus d6, correct? For the radiant?
D4, I believe.
D4, that's right. Okay, so here's the 3d6. So it's a total of 13 plus 4, 17. And then the d4 of 1. So
okay. 18?
Yes.
Nice. So you come looking at the sound, you're like, nope. And you fire at the big guy, and the arrow just kind of catches him. And he looks at you, just they get too many teeth and just that creepy sensation coming up your back. But he did fail I think, what was your save for your spell? Because you said it's an ensnaring strike.
Hold on. Why can't save DC is actually 12.
Okay, so he did save then. I guess he met it. So he's not ensnared. All right. That brings it to his turn.
Hi.
So he looks at you, Baron, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, my worst. Not completely my worst.
Let's say it shouldn't be that bad.
11. Actually, at my wisdom, I have no bonus.
Baron, as you are looking at him, he just strikes you so funny. You feel yourself just starting to laugh and belly laugh, and you fall to the ground prone, laughing with just tears streaming down your face. You are laughing so much seeing this guy.
Okay.
He then takes a step forward and vanishes, and Baerden appears right before you and pulls out a short sword and tries to strike you with a 25. Sorry,
that'll definitely
7.
hit.
All right. So that's going to be 8 points of piercing damage to you. As just like, again, looking down at you with this really huge, unnerving smile as you just feel like there's prickles coming up your neck. It is your turn.
I'm gonna cast. You're right now, right there, Baron. I'm gonna cast Bark Skin on myself, and then change into a polar bear.
All right, and so you just polar bear it up.
And then I give him a big smile. A lot of polar bear teeth.
Giving him a smile right back. Excellent. All right. Anything else on your turn? Any movement or anything?
He's right next to me, right?
Yep.
Nope, I will stay here.
Alrighty. So coming back to the top of the round, it is the Hound's turn. Baron, you are on the ground, prone.
Yep. That ain't good.
That is an advantage attack. So it's going to be a 21.
That hits.
6, 4. Oh. All right. So first off, you're going to take 14 points of piercing damage. And then 9 points of psychic damage.
So psychic marked on the hit point tracker as well. It's been a while since I've taken psychic.
Yeah, it's the same kind of. Yep.
Yeah, that's an oof.
All right, and sorry, I'm just seeing if you need to make another save. Oh, whoops. On your turn, you were supposed to have moved away from the Hound, but it's okay. I didn't. That's on me. I didn't read it. So go ahead and you can make a wisdom saving throw to get out of the laughter.
Just every time he looks at me, I get the giggles.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big fat old 2, so that'll be a Nopesville population name.
He is still super funny to you.
Oh, of course.
All right, so on your turn, you are prone, you are laughing. You can make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I get another one?
Yep, because that's gonna take up your whole turn. It's just laughing, so it'll be the end of your turn. You have to make
natural 1.
Okay, good. You are still laughing
so well.
Yeah, well,
you're rolling. The dice giveth, and then they taketh away.
Yep. Story, not details. This is far more fun.
All right, so we come back to our elven friend who just smiles again, like the smile's not breaking as he looks at the colors. This is interesting. And this is what he would do. He's gonna look at you, Baerden, the bear, right now, and wave his hands and say, "Dance, bear, dance."
Oh no!
And he casts Otto's irresistible dance on you.
Oh no!
There is no save to this. So you are doing a comedic dance where you are shuffling, tapping your feet for the duration. You have to use all of your movement to dance without leaving your space, and you're going to have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls. While the target is affected by the spell, other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it, and as an action, the dancing creature can make a wisdom saving throw to regain control of itself. On the successful save, it ends. For their second attack, if they're going to try to hit you with a short sword, which they have advantage on. So that's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Doing 12 points of piercing damage to you. So you can still attack while you are dancing, but if you want to try to break it, it is your action to try and break this.
I do think I'm going to try to break it, but well, first I guess I'll see if ice can save against it.
All
so
right.
I'll take my action and try to break from the dance.
All right, so it's wisdom saving throw.
Let's And that's a 16.
16 saves.
Oh.
Nice.
So as you're shuffling and dancing around.
But Baerden is 100% doing like a sort of Russian bear dance. He's like,
Yes. And then at the end of your turn, you finish it. And
then he finishes with like a flourish, and then he like bows a little bit.
disappointing.
Not bad, right? Oh, I guess he can't speak.
Yeah, he gives. So the hound is again going to bite against Baron.
Oh boy.
All right, so it's going to be a 24 to hit.
That's it.
It's a technical foul.
So it's going to be 10 points of piercing damage plus
Ouch.
13 points of psychic damage. And you can make a wisdom saving throw because you just got attacked to break the hideous laughter.
Okay.
And I think you do get advantage on this save. So
Okay.
because it was through damage.
And you said it was just a wisdom save, right?
Correct.
18.
18 breaks it. So at that point, that bite, like that's enough. You're like, you.
Okay.
It is now your turn.
I'm going to immediately grab for my short sword that is right at, just because it's right there at me. Just gonna grab and go ahead, and that'll be my attack.
All right. You do actually need to move as far away from the hound as possible right now. That's the you are still frightened of it.
Still frightened?
Yes.
How do I break the frightened? Or is that more of a spell effect thing?
It's a spell effect, so doesn't say a target successfully set. Let's see. So say through must be frightened or the hounds. Oh, you know what? No, you're not frightened. It only lasts for a round. Okay, so you're good.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, so actually negate that psychic damage.
Just the second one, right?
Just the psychic damage. Yep, from the second one.
Okay, that would be 13 back then. Which is good. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do a straight up attack longsword because he's right there.
Okay, go for it.
I actually get 2 attacks.
Yep.
So I'll just go ahead and do both of those a while.
Go for it.
Why did it only do 1? That's all right. So the first one is dirty 20. Second one is a 22.
Those both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and that is 1d8 plus 1. So there's 2d8. 12.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. So, Baron, as you use half your movement to stand up, getting away from this prone condition, seeing this creature before you, you are no longer afraid. You are a warrior of Savanas. You are a warrior of nature. Whatever these things are is trying to harm nature. And you come in and carve into this beast, doing a pretty good hit to it. Anything else on your turn?
2 actions there. Actually, I believe bonus action I can do Hunter's Mark. Yep, so I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it as well.
And so you look at this hound and you mark it as your prey.
Oh yeah, he's going down.
All right. That brings it to our elven friend who's now kind of looking at our... he looks pity. And he looks the bear again. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. This guy's fun.
26.
26. So you managed to succeed. You're no fun. And just swipes at you with the sword again. So it's going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Yep. So you take 10 points of piercing damage from this strike. And again, like this smile, like it's almost like the guy who played Pennywise in the latest It, like too many teeth, like too big of this It's an over creepy smile with this green, sickly skin looking at you.
So he's like, what are those the creepy pastas? Smiling something or other. I can't remember the names of them.
Baerden, your turn.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and attack. Is there a way I can, given the positioning, it might put me in a flanking position, or to be flanked. But I was thinking that I wanted to circle around so that I could get a little closer to Baerden.
Well, I imagine you two are actually kind of standing like right next to each other.
Okay.
Or in a line maybe. And so it's sort of like we're in a line, such as like Hound, Baerden, Elf Guy.
Okay, cool. Then I'll stay exactly where I am.
All right.
But I will attack him. So pull it there.
Go for it. Snowball. Attack.
Snowball attack.
Like unlock character in Tekken.
So for the bite is like 24.
Yeah, that hits.
And then the other one is 21.
That also hits.
And then... so it's 13 for the claws and 7 for the bite.
13 says so 20 total.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself.
Alrighty.
Spell slots. I'll burn a 3rd level spell slot to heal myself for 3d8.
All right, go for it.
So I heal myself for 18.
Okay. Sounds good.
And Baerden's definitely gonna like as he goes, you're no fun. He goes like, and then he's going to like because he's standing up on 2 paws to do that.
Yeah.
He's just gonna collapse down and
this offended look and just right landing like right on him like
right and biting it as he does that.
And again like you do the smile. Coming to the Hound's turn. Hound doesn't have advantage anymore. He's not liking that.
Haha.
But
You showed him.
I stood back up. I say,
and he bites at your legs for 16.
That just makes it
11 points of piercing damage as it lunges forward and bites into your thigh, piercing into the skin. Like it hurts. I think this is the first time I've ever hit you in a battle.
To this degree, I've been hit before.
Mm-hmm.
But to this degree, I'm almost at half. So
whoa,
yeah, this is the most real. Well, yeah,
it's actually causing some damage to my little ranged character. It's amazing when you don't get to have range. What happens? All right, so as this thing bites and kind of tears into you a bit, eventually it lets go, and now it is your turn.
Snicker snack.
Go for it.
I have had enough of you. Sorry, Star Trek Kirk moment coming out there. All right, this is not good. Well, so the first attack is a 23.
That hits.
Second one, do we perchance happen to have a certain type of deck available
do we have a blunder?
to reflect my critical miss?
Oh,
it might be won by a certain Gemhammer and Sons.
Yes, let's see.
Sponsor.
Critical miss.
Oh boy,
I
will trust you, sir.
Yeah, adding to the story.
Yeah.
Yes.
So story interesting.
So first, let me roll the damage on the.
Yep, roll
on
the damage.
Because by right, it was the one that hit first. So I'll do a D8, then a D6 for the hunter's mark.
Yep.
So first is 7, The 100 mark is 1. Thanks for that. So, I believe total of 8. Yeah.
Plus your dex, right?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Oh, then I didn't add that 8 last time because my dex is a +8.
Your dex is a +8?
Yeah.
That's not right.
My dex is a 19.
It's +4.
+4. Oh, that's my saving throw box? Oh, yeah, I don't know how that. Not my math. Not my math. Sorry. No, it says in my saving throw box. I read the wrong
Yeah,
stuff.
no. Your saving throw at +8 makes sense. Okay, so
Yes.
so 8 + 4 is
Plus
12.
4. Yes, sorry.
All right.
And I
Alrighty.
did not add the +4 last time.
Okay, so we should be at
Yeah.
either
cross-
times.
Cross my heart and the
So we should be at the. Oh wow, this thing is bloodied at this point. So you're able to lay into it with that first blow. But what happens with the second one, Adam?
You strike a cracked crystal the enemy has hidden on their person, and you see a bright white flash. You are blinded until the start of your next turn.
So as you strike in with that first strike, you actually hit the collar of this hound. And there is this crystal collar on it. And you strike the collar and it just flashes brightly in your eyes, blinding you for a moment.
So I hammered its gem with my sword.
Yes, you did. Product placement.
Like old 30s.
Yeah.
Just like in today's episode where I hammered that gem in a scholar. Please don't forget Gem Hammer and Sons. Make for a fine deck of many wondrous things. Now back to our show.
So as you're coming down, this flash happens. This elven creature gets his face is like it's like illuminated by a flash bulb from a camera. As he smiles at you, he really wants you to laugh. So make another wisdom saving throw.
Is that me?
Nope, to Adam.
Okay.
Oh no! 14.
14. You fall prone, laughing as a polar bear. Like it is it's terrifying and hilarious and weird. It's just almost like this roaring laughter and rolling around.
I imagine it's kind of like a.
Yes. And then short sword attack against you with advantage, which is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Which is going to do 9 points of piercing damage. As he just kind of smiles more at you. And so for Tasha's Hideous Laughter, at the end of your... So you are incapacitated while this... Which is you can't take actions or reactions. So at the end of... So at your turn, go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw to see if you can break this.
Okay. That's now.
Mm-hmm. This is now your turn.
That one's going to be a 23.
Yep, that breaks it. So it's like you get hit with that. Oh, actually, no, this would have been at its turn because you also get to do it when you take damage. So, yeah, just you fall prone, you start laughing. You're still prone on the ground now, but you have a turn. And this guy's on top, kind of on top of you, just again with that sick, kind of twisted smile. Like,
I think while he's on the ground, Baerden is like slapping the ground.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, that wasn't funny at all. That was kind of insensitive.
And then I'll bite him.
Go for it.
Preferably on the face.
Go for it.
That's the worst kind of heckling.
That one's a 15 to hit.
That unfortunately misses. You come to bite at him, and he just kind of slides back out of the way.
Oh, but the claws are a 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is 11 damage.
11. Nice.
And I'll blow another spell slot to heal a little bit more.
Awesome. All right, as that's happening, the hound kind of not liking the crystal that you did, but now it has advantage on an attack against you, which will hit with a 20-something.
Yeah, most def.
8 plus 4, so 12 points of piercing damage. And again, as it like comes in this time, and like you're blinded and you're trying to see, sense where it is, and just kind of lunges forward and actually grabs onto your forearm for a moment, kind of tearing at it. And it comes to your turn.
Okay. I'm going to, again, I still have the Hunter's Mark on it. That wasn't taken away, right?
Nope, I don't even think Hunter's Mark is concentration.
I don't believe so.
I'm going to have 5 instances of D&D Beyond up, because...
Actually, I can look at it here. It's just up to 1 hour. It says concentration.
Oh, it is concentration. So every time you take damage, you do need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if...
Con save? Okay.
Yep. So just do it right now. Let's just see if it...
Gotcha.
You can just need a 10.
Whoa.
What'd you get?
2.
2. Okay, so unfortunately,
Yeah,
the Hunter's
so-
Mark fades.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and take my 2 strikes, though, because he's pretty beat up.
All right, go for it.
So one is a dirty 20, the other is a 23.
Yeah, those both hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
And don't forget to add your dexterity.
Again, might I mention for the assumed audience, D&D is not my preferred game. Kids on Bikes, Shadowrun, and Call of Cthulhu. That's my jams. All right. So 13,
Someday we should have you run a Shadowrun game.
15.
Jack.
Oh my
I would love
God.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I could definitely do it in 6th edition because that is a lot simpler. 21.
21 points of damage.
Yes, ma'am.
That's enough. Describe this
Nice.
finishing move to me.
Having cracked the collar, actually, I'm imagining that in just thinking that it has blinded me to the degree that it has an advantage over me, it goes in for a final lunge leap to hopefully take me out. And I, still acting as though I'm blinded, I take the hilt of my sword and I go and do a tuck and roll, slitting open the belly as I roll underneath it, to then kind of roll up into a standing stance, sheathing the sword and going to grab for my arrows to set up for next time where Mr. Elf is going to go down.
And you see him kind of smiling at you. He's like, you killed my puppy.
I'm gonna take that smile right off your face. Let's do this.
I don't know that I find that funny.
Good. It wasn't meant to be.
On his turn, he's going to look at you and say, attack your friend.
No.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to. So
Why would I do that?
No!
nanny boo boo. Stick it.
All right, for once, my wisdom comes. 18.
18, you resist the charm effect. As he slides around Baerden, not going out of your range, but kind of just walking around you towards... actually, Baerden, Baron, would you have backed up to get range since you...
Yes.
Okay, so...
That was actually part of, to make it a better range strike, the roll
Gotcha.
away.
He does... So he's going to go ahead and make one short sword attack against the polar bear. Oh, which I think is actually going to miss with a 12.
It does miss because of bark skin.
Yeah, it chinks on the bark of that's underneath the fur and the hide. And he looks and he's, I'm done dancing with you. And again, steps to the side and he just kind of vanishes and he appears 30 feet closer. He's still he's not in melee with you, Baron, but he's 30 feet closer to you somehow.
I I doubt this applies because he's like shadow stepping or something. But I do have Sentinel, which does normally allow me to make attacks of opportunity even if somebody disengages.
Ooh.
So, like I said, given the circumstances, it probably doesn't apply. But I thought I'd mention it.
I might not have this hold true at other times, but like, why not? Go for it.
I do like the imagery of him saying, like, I'm gonna dance away, and the bear going like, ah.
Yes.
That is a 18 to hit.
Just hits.
That is 16 damage.
Whew.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, he's not looking happy right now. As you stop him, and he's just, his eyes kind of get big at that. And now it is your turn.
Awesome. And now he's 30 feet away?
No, Sentinel stops them from moving.
Oh, that's right. It reduces his speed to 0.
To 0, right. Yep.
In that case, so Baerden claws at him and then like grabs him just with one claw in place. And then I'm going to I guess I'll make a bite and a claw attack, and we'll see how they do.
Go for it.
So that one's a 16 to hit, and then the next one's a 17 to hit.
Those both miss, unfortunately.
So
close.
As
you're coming in and being like, and he's just like, again, the smile, and like there's sort of this manic kind of glint to it, and like, and just more teeth showing, and like there's like this strange sheen coming on the green skin, like it's creepy as heck.
Yeah.
All right, the hound's dead, so if the hound is going to stay dead, Baerden.
I'm holding it for you, Baerden.
Well, I'm going to be casting one of my biggies here.
All right.
I'm going to be casting with my other 3rd level slot. I'm going to be casting Lightning Arrow.
Ooh.
So basically with Lightning Arrow, if it hits, he's going to take, dexterity saving throw, 2d8 lightning damage on a failed save, 48 lightning damage on a hit with...
Okay, so...
Yeah, so it's a pretty strong one. So I'm going to go ahead to do...
Ranged
now,
weapon
that's
attack.
only for one ranged weapon attack.
Right.
So it's only for one.
Okay.
So, and then can still do another shot after that, so...
Now, just really quickly... Baerden is within 10 feet.
Does he count as a creature?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if creature, because I know some games creature versus like creature would just be animal or non-friendly, but
do it, Jack.
You can do it.
All right, fair enough.
I'm metagaming, but do it.
23.
23 hits.
Okay, so would he need to do his ammunition changes into a thrown weapon, bolt of lightning. Target takes 48 lightning damage on a hit.
Yep.
Half as much on a miss, so he'll take 48.
Yep, and then it'll be another 2d... Wait, okay, so 48 on a hit, half as much on a miss instead of the weapon's normal damage. When you hit or miss, each creature within 10 feet... I'm just trying to figure out if he takes the 2d8 as well. No, I think it wouldn't be. Okay, no, it would be just the 48 and then 2d8 for...
right, and that's also plus my dex, right?
No, for this one, it would just be the lightning damage.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh my gosh.
That is the worst 48 result I've ever gotten in my life.
Yeah, 10?
10.
Jack, you gotta roll regular dice.
I'm telling you.
All right. And then roll 2 more d8. Actually, you know what? This is what I'm going to say. We'll just have that, so 5 lightning damage to you. Bear form.
You would probably make. Now I'll do my second shot of just a regular arrow.
Alrighty.
which ironically would probably 19. Does that hit?
That hits.
Okay, so then my standard, this is going to be so incredibly ridiculous. So my short bow, so that's 1d6 plus 4. Hold on. 8.
8 points of damage for that. All right.
A regular arrow did just almost as much as a lightning bolt arrow.
It was really more like a static shock arrow.
Yeah, you're like trying to
point.
charge it up, but like something about
I didn't rub my feet on the carpet enough.
Yeah,
well,
that's what it
you're
was.
used to using some more of like the electric currents in the air, and this place that you're in doesn't seem to have the same currents and the same feeling in the air. And so even though you cast the spell correctly and it goes out, it doesn't seem to have as much oomph as you wanted. And be like, let me just stick to what I know. Let's stick to what I know. And you shoot a regular arrow and it does its duty. And like the smiles, like at this point, like you've hit him so many times, there's a little bit of like blood coming out of his nose from the lightning damage, and his hair's now standing on end a bit, and kind of there's a little bit of a crackle around him. Interesting. And that brings it to his turn, actually. He's going to...
Okay.
Sorry, I just tried to figure out. I'm growing bored of this. And he looks at you, Baron, and says, go to sleep now. So this is going to be, I think it's a wisdom saving throw.
Damn.
That's all the spells are wisdom save, sorry.
19.
That saves.
Your tricks are old. Why you're still alive.
He's looking really angry now, and he's going to make an attack against our polar bear friend, which I'm actually going to give him disadvantage on because he's getting so angry. I don't think he's concentrating very well, but still it's a 15.
Does not hit, thanks to Barkskin.
And it's just and kind of clanking it, and like he's not looking happy. I just need to roll something there. And he's again going to try to step away.
All right. More attacks of opportunity. Oh yeah. That's a
get him, Paul.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's 15 damage.
15. All right. And you've burned that ability of his again, so not happy about that. All right, Baron.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, use 2 of my special arrows.
Oh no, wait. Sorry, nope. It's because that was the end of the Baeridin's turn first. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. That was your.
Yep. That was your reaction.
Yeah. There was your. Ow.
Okay. Well, I think I'm holding him in place, and I'm standing right next to him. I don't want to give that up, so I'm gonna continue to make some attacks as a polar bear.
Go for it.
Nice.
It's a 21 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
6. So 11 for the bite, and then 11 for the claw.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Whew, he's not looking good. Sorry, I just need to look up something too, because I was just thinking of something.
Hey, Baerden, slow down. Save some for the rest of us, huh?
He's so barky.
Hold on a moment. Sorry, I'm just reading something. Oh no, this is only in lupine form. Okay, I was just
the extra
damage. Yeah, but that's only if you're a wolf form. Okay.
I thought about it, but the hit points are rough in a fight like this.
Yes, that is very true. All right, now it is Baron's turn. So as he tries to step away again, our polar bear friend just slashes down at him, and then just takes that opportunity to slash and to bite into him. You see like his shoulder starting to rip apart and bleed, and like the smile's starting to like crackle. Like he's still smiling, but there's definitely some fear in there now at this point.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead to use the 2 of the arrows of radiance.
Okay.
Because I only used, I think, one.
You only used one so far, I think, yeah.
All right, so here are my 2 attacks, but I'm also going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
All right, one definitely is going to miss. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think it will miss on a 13.
Yeah, 13 will miss.
Yeah, and the other is a 27.
That hits. Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage for that.
Okay, so that is the 1d6 plus 4 plus my 4, 2, 7.
How are you getting 7?
4. Oh, I keep forgetting. 11. I keep forgetting to roll. I keep forgetting to add that dex bonus. I'm sorry.
Add your dex.
Yes,
it makes a big
11.
difference.
11.
All right, so the one arrow goes wide, the other one glowing slightly comes and pierces into him. There is this sort of desperate look in his eyes as he's looking around. And this time he's not even going to do spells. He's just going for 2 sort of... Whoa! He's going to miss. I rolled a 3 and a 2. So, yeah, that's going to be a 12 and an 11 against our polar bear friend, which I believe those both miss.
Thanks to the magic of bark skin.
He's looking kind of frantic at this point. So, Baerden.
Man. I want to change up tactics, but this is working really well. So I'm going to bite and claw.
Go for it.
That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
And then a 16.
16 does not hit, but the 26 hits.
26 hits. But good damage. 13 damage.
Nice.
That's just the bite.
So you come down, swiping with a claw. He's able to dance back out of it, biting down, to kind of tearing more into his shoulder, like the other shoulder. He's letting out the scream. Baron.
Double shots, kind of hoping on the Hunter's Mark to do its job.
Did you add the D6 for the Hunter's Mark last time?
I can't. Didn't think that took effect until the next turn.
No. As soon as you cast it takes effect. You can cast Hunter's. Yes.
I'm sorry. Look at me. I'm like, no. We want this battle to last longer. All right. So my 2 attack rolls were 19 and a dirty 20, but
those will both hit. Yep.
Yeah, the 6 from last time. So
there's another 2.
Right. Let me now roll 3d6 for my 2 arrows and my Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
So that is 12. I really do know how to play
plus
D&D,
8
guys.
as your dexterity.
Plus 8.
All right, so it's going to be 20 total.
20, and yes. I was just making sure there was nothing else. Oh, wait, the 2d4 for the radiant arrows. Those are my last 2. I didn't add those for this round. So throw another 6 on top of it for 26 total.
Narrate this one for me.
Oh, my God.
You got both kills.
So as I notice the shoulder, he's yelling, going to desperation.
We asked you nicely to leave before. You decided to stay. Go our way.
And I just zing the 2 arrows. I want one to hit the chest, one to hit the throat.
I almost had the gateway as he falls back dead. And what you see is the vines in the ground actually start kind of coming to life and immediately going into these bodies and devouring both the hound and this elven creature. And you can see sort of this like shadow kind of like pushes out from it as it disappears and is no more.
Are you okay, Baerden? Are you hurt?
Was it good or is it bad? I can't tell. The polar bear man.
Actually, I guess Baerden will shapeshift out. I go, actually, you don't look in great shape, Baerden.
Are you kidding? We just rescued this forest. I think we've done a lot of good. I feel great. I could definitely use a nap, but I feel fantastic.
You're bleeding all over the ground.
It'll pass.
I'm gonna cast. What did we decide on healing spirit? Is healing spirit like a legitimate way to get 10d6 healing? Is that a?
Yeah. Especially if you're taking the minute.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's written that way. It's super powerful. It's there
right.
though. Use it.
I'll healing spirit, and give Baron 10d6 healing.
All right. Do you want to roll that up, or do you want you can roll it on?
Oh, I can roll for you.
He's like 10.
10 is it's a lot of rolls.
Yeah. Well, that's why you just drop the whole bucket of 10d6 into the thing. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Well, it's not incredible, but you heal for 28.
28 is better than 7. Math was definitely not my strong suit.
All right. As you finish healing up, you two turn around back dawnward, heading back towards the grove of the trees. And as you're doing so, like the fairy activity has increased exponentially. And there's all kinds of like fairies kind of buzzing.
Fairy dance party.
You know that like glow sticks going.
Yeah. And you can see like the tree that you are coming to. It's almost like it's glowing, and like you can see the leaves and the branches moving as though it's like breathing.
So literal glow sticks.
Yes.
Nice.
Very nicely done. As you come up to it, you see the dryad of this tree that you met not too long ago step out, and she smiles as, thank you, friends. I don't know what it was he was doing, but it was blocking me and keeping me from where I needed to be.
He was mostly smiling, real creepy like.
He mentioned about almost obtaining the gateway. What does that mean to you?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure. But it matters not now. That is gone. The threat has been taken care of, and I have returned. So I thank you. Thank you so.
Do you worry about him returning?
Everything returns in time, but for now there is peace. And she reaches over to the tree and she grabs a hold, and large pieces of bark come off. And she hands one to each of you. And there's this little like greenish yellow glow, very like basically like the life energy glow on it. As you served me in a time of need, if there's ever a time of need, I will send aid to you.
Oh. Thanks. How do we
you can speak into
I can hear
it.
the leaves falling.
Speak into it, and I will hear.
Cool. That'll be really useful on our great ocean voyage.
Get out of my head, man. That's awesome.
It was a great honor to be able to serve and protect.
Thank you, and I will send you back home. She's going to touch each of you on the shoulder, and again, you feel that kind of strange pulling. So, actually, this time I need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, boy.
These are your favorite ones, Jack.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Wait, are
and
gnomes
you were
considered-
there?
Are gnomes fey creatures?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
I don't think they are. I don't think they're considered fey creatures as far as all of that goes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I saved you tonight. My roll is a 10, stuck in the middle with you.
All right. That succeeds. I don't think you are. Just roll a d20 really quick. The wisdom save for me, Adam. So.
Yeah, I don't. I'm pretty sure they're not. They're not fey creatures.
Oh, we got Gemhammer saying yes, they are.
Oh,
Or is that saying yes to Barky Talk? That might be. Yeah, that might be to Barky Talkies. Coming soon in a Gemhammer deck near you.
That's what is that? 24.
24. All right. And what if you roll a d20 for me?
Go for it, Jack.
All right. Yes, because I've been so proficient. It's like, well, if it's not a saving throw, we're fine.
Straight d20 roll.
Number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
Yes.
All right. So you both arrive back at the tree that you had left. Baerden, for you, you remember everything that you saw super clear.
Oh.
It is very, like, well defined in your mind. You remember the creepy guy with the big smile. You remember the dryad. Baron, for you, you're kind of shaking your head. You remember it, but something happened, but it feels more like trying to remember a dream. And it's like, the more you try to concentrate on, you know how like when you try to remember a dream, the more you try to remember it, the less you can in some ways. It's
Gotcha.
there, but it's very, very vague and hazy.
Where were we?
When?
Just now. Feel like I've just woken up from a long nap.
We were in a forest.
No, we're in a forest now.
Yeah, we were in a forest then too.
The same forest or a different forest?
Oh, a different forest.
I can't remember.
Oh. Nope, that doesn't make any sense to me. You don't remember? We were talking to like the little tiny flying people, and then we were hanging out with the trees. And then there was like a guy, and he was like had a wolf guy, and then you shot him.
Good. I don't remember.
Oh.
What's this?
Oh. It's like bark. You talk into it.
Yes, I know it's bark. I've been in a forest. Why would I talk into it?
Well, you know, you're like lonely. You want someone to talk to.
Does it do something? Does it talk back?
No, it mostly just helps you feel like, less lonely. If you need help, you talk into it.
So I should keep it.
Yeah. Obviously.
Obviously. puts it into his little belt. I think I'm spending a little too much time with you, because what you're saying is making strange sense.
Ragdoll says that a lot. But we've spent our whole lives together. But every once in a while he says that anyway.
Just tell me, I felt that we did a good thing. Was it a real thing?
Well, I think Slifa really appreciates it. I don't know. How much is any of it real?
Excellent question. Perhaps someday I'll remember more of it, and if I don't, there's other things I'm sure that I'll remember more vividly. But we did good.
Baerden, you just have to appreciate the forest for what it is.
So you're saying I should just see the forest through the trees?
Wow.
And that's what no, I'm just kidding.
And Baerden, one of the things too is you are hurt.
Yeah.
You've got all these bite marks in you.
I was just actually wondering about
well, if it wasn't real, it certainly was a hell of a toss and turn. What were we, sleeping on thorns? We're better got a bed than that. There's something you're not telling me.
I'm not I told you everything. We were hanging out with Layden and then Slifa, and then we were walking down the path, and there were all these plants, and they were like, whoa! And then we got out of the way of them. Oh, and the guy, and then you shot him.
Do you ever have that friend who's straight while you're trying pot for the first time, and they kind of give you that look? It's kind of like the look that I'm giving Baerden right now, and I'm like,
should we get back to the ship?
Oh my gosh, you're right. Oh, but all the fruit's already there. They're gonna eat it all, Baerden.
So maybe we should get back?
Yeah. Well, maybe we should sit in the forest just a little longer.
Yeah, I do feel a certain need to rest a little.
That's probably because you're still bleeding from your arm over there.
What?
And you just spend the rest of the afternoon relaxing in the forest, taking a short rest and rolling hit dice if you need to.
Feel like because you're bleeding from your arm, I was up there, looks up. What?
But eventually making your way back to the ship and back to your upcoming adventures at sea, which will maybe be picking up in 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we keep the improv train rolling.
It's just going to be this. This is going to be the rest of Clinical Role.
Oh my gosh. This is definitely some exercises in. Yep.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
That was really fun.
That was amazingly fun.
To pull the curtain back behind the DMing, I was like, I'll have you guys walk down the street. I remember on Dragon Talk them talking about city dryads. Okay, cool. We'll have some city dryads. We'll start there. Okay, there's going to be a dryad. Her tree hurts. Oh, she has a twin tree in the Feywild. We're going to the Feywild.
Well, it's one of those things. I know we talk a lot, just with sessions we run. You can spend as many weeks as you want detailing what that castle looks like. But the minute you're like, you can go to the castle, and then your party's like, nah, I don't want to go to the castle. And you're like, crap. Well, hold on.
I got a castle.
Tell me more about this guy with a lime cart. I really want to investigate him.
So you said there's a carnival in town? No.
No.
Oh yeah, the carnival. Right.
Oh sure.
There's this comic that I love that is a DM face palming with their hand on a D20. To one side is the plot with this great archway and all this well crafted stuff. And then there's this cutout cardboard figure of an NPC I just made up on the fly, and the entire party fawning over that.
Yep, that's exactly the experience.
Yep. But anyway, everybody stuck with us tonight. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We will be back in 2 weeks with more of our regularly scheduled programming thing.
Right.
Of course, Thumpins will be on Thursday. We will be having oh no, I am not. Oh, there we go. Other things, keep an eye out too. As announced at the start of the session, Geeks Like Us is going to be making a Minecraft server. So keep eyes on our Twitter and everything for that coming out. I'm really exciting about. Oh yeah, no Thumpins this week. That's right. People are traveling to PAX. Thank you, Scott, man. You know the schedule better than I do. I don't remember. We have our meetings on Tuesdays, and then I stream on Mondays. So I don't know what's going on anymore. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much. Take care, and we will see you all soon.
Next game on the 9th. Make sure you tune in.
Yes. Be well, everyone.
Bye.
Woo!